All right, Matt, let's go. We've got a ranking for today, and we threw it out to the people, these same texters who want me to walk away, and we asked them what you should rank. So we've got a few different subjects, and we'll let you kind of pick and choose. We'll start here. Best Holmgren moments.
All right, well, that would be hard to pick one. But my funniest Holmgren moment was I did something really bad on the football field early in my career in Seattle at practice. And Mike Holmgren, instead of yelling at me, turns to the sideline, and there's two guys taking a knee on the sideline. It's Robbie Tobeck, our center, and Trent Dilfer, our veteran quarterback. And he screams at them. And he says, "Hey, I'm looking for you two guys to take this team, put them on your back, and take us where we want to go." In classic Robbie Tobeck style, he says to Trent, "Man, I really hope there's two people standing behind us right now." but besides moments like that, Mike Holmgren's best saying that I still use today is quarterbacks, be an artist, not a blacksmith. Okay? Be an artist. Paint your canvas. And even with what I'm doing at ESPN right now, like I work with these people who make highlight tapes for me and stuff like that, as we're making them, I'd give like them a lot of freedom. Like, hey, be an artist. You know better than me in this situation. You're the one doing it. And that was one of the great things about Mike Holmgren's coaching style. He coached his quarterbacks that way. He coached his coaches that way. That's why I think a lot of his coaches, like Andy Reid and guys like that, have gone on to flourish as head coaches themselves.
It's funny you bring up that saying, because I've heard Brock say that any number of times and say that Holmgren would say that to him, and his response was always kind of, I think I was a blacksmith and not an artist. Like, I just needed somebody to tell me what to do. I didn't have the artistic flair. So, another one from the texters, best letters from fans.
A lot of great letters and a lot of great gifts. I mean, some stuff, especially from people in the military, that's just really touching. The stuff that they send to you, it means a lot. Pictures are awesome. But the funniest one was my rookie year in Green Bay. Like, I'd walk by the mailboxes every day and, like, look for fan mail, and I never had any fan mail. And Reggie White, his box is full. Brett Favre, his mailbox is full. And then one day I get a letter from a fan, like a real fan, and it's not like my mom or someone I'm related to. And I open the letter, and this is on camera. They were like following me around that day. And I open the letter and I read it on camera. It says, "Dear Mr. Hasselbeck, Brett Favre doesn't get to all of his fan mail. Do you think you could get this autographed by Brett Favre?" I was like, "Ah." So it was kind of a humiliating moment, but anyway, like when fans do send me stuff, I do definitely am appreciative, probably because how it started for me.
Did you get the Favre autograph?
Heck no, I did not.
All right, let's see. Another one from the people here. What was the greatest play call, or some of the greatest play calls you've been a part of?
Well, there's some great play designs that our coaches come up with, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But one of the ones that really stands out to me is in the NFC Championship game in 2005. We ran a play. It was a touchdown pass to Jeremy Stevens down the middle, and basically our offensive coaches said, "Hey, if we get into this formation right here, which is a formation we're in all the time, and instead of sending the guy on the left in motion, we send the guy on the right in motion." It was Max Strong. "If we send him in motion, this is really going to mess up their rules." And I was like, oh, really? Like, why would that mess up their rules so much? Well, we tried in the NFC Championship game, and sure enough, like, it just blew their mind defensively. And we hit, and I saw it developing. I was so excited when I go to throw the ball to Jeremy Stevens that I almost overthrew him and put the ball too high. Like, luckily he was really tall, and he caught the pass and made it look easy. But it was such a great play design, and I just remember when it happened, I looked over to the sidelines to the coaching staff and was like, wow, that was all you guys. Like, great job. That was incredible.
Pretty cool. All right, one more here from the people. Rank your sibling athletes.
This is like NFL athletes. There's some good ones in the NFL right now, but like the funny one all the time for us at ESPN is like between me and my brother and then Peyton and Eli Manning, I think we've got like 300 wins or something like that in the NFL. Now the Mannings are like 200 of them, or like I'm screwing the numbers up or whatever. But the Manning family has been really impressive in terms of what they've accomplished. And many people don't know this, but when my dad was on the Minnesota Vikings in 1984, Archie Manning was the third-string quarterback on the Vikings that same year. So every Saturday morning, it was the little Manning kids like Cooper Manning and Peyton Manning and me and Tim, and we're out there playing touch football against equipment guys and backup players and stuff like that. So
you've known the Mannings since you were a kid?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, and the wild part about that is just that Cooper Manning back then, by far, was the most outstanding athlete. Like, by far, wasn't even close.
I always hear that, but he had an injury that he couldn't play anymore, right?
Yeah, he was a wide receiver at Ole Miss, and then his career got cut short. But so I would put him as the funniest Manning, and I would put him as the best athlete back when I was 9 or 10 years old.
So if it's 300 combined wins, the Mannings are good for about 200. You're good for about 100. How many is Tim good for?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. less than 10. Less than 10. I know that.
Who's the better actor between Eli and Peyton?
You know what? I think Eli's making a strong push here. Yeah, I think we've seen Eli's personality come out, and I think he's making. I've enjoyed the Manning cast and seeing his personality come out. But some people think Baker Mayfield's the best actor on TV. Like, I've actually heard that people are saying I like Baker Mayfield as an actor more than Peyton Manning, which that would be an upset.
Baker's pretty good, man. I like the one with Alice Cooper. That's
those are good.
The boots.
I think it's hard to unseat Peyton, though.
Both Peyton and Eli were very good on SNL. I would say Peyton was probably better just for the one sketch where he's pegging the kids and yelling at them. But they both did a great job on SNL.
Oh, he's out in the yard throwing and just hitting the kids, knocking them down with the football?
Great.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, we got to run. Good stuff, as always. Thank you. Fun to talk some playoff football with you, and thanks for answering questions of the people. We'll do it again next week.
Awesome. See you guys.
Pretty cool. There's Matt Hasselbeck every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. You can always download that whole thing at either 710sports.com. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You can subscribe.